Maybe you come back next year and we all take 5 milligram edibles and do a podcast.
5 milligrams.
I
So
thought I
that's
thought
right.
I thought that's what you said.
Oh no! I think a one
Oh,
five.
I was like,
And,
wow, that's wild.
and I took the 25 of milligrams. I would be out.
We are here with Kaitlyn today. Kaitlyn, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So maybe you can tell us where you are, maybe how old you are, and a little bit about you.
All right. So hi. I am. Hey, Caitlyn. I am 24. I live on Long Island. And I live at home still because it is very expensive here, and I am unable to leave. So, yeah.
Long
And
Island, New York City, definitely expensive, just like up here in Mass.
exactly. Yep. It's a lot. Not
Yep,
fun.
everything's expensive now. So 24. So
Yeah.
so how did we first get connected?
Yeah. So I I found your podcast. Oh my god, blank, and I thought that I thought that you're like I I thought that how you're so adoring. It was like incredible and like so like cool and like crazy and like yeah. So I reached out and I said that and yeah, and then you actually like saw it and then we started talking and yeah, I think that
Yeah.
that's how it went.
I feel like the first thing we talked about was kind of like speech stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe you can tell us, because like honestly, I know
Yeah,
we talked before.
yeah.
You have stutter, but I don't even know, is that the appropriate term
Yes,
to
it is.
call it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
You
oh my god,
never know nowadays what's appropriate and not.
very true, very true. Yeah, definitely. Um, so yeah. So I was diagnosed like when I was 4. Like my a preschool teacher like told my mom to like have me checked out and and she did and they said like hey like your daughter like has a daughter like and my mom thought that I was just like learning to talk and everything. So like she like didn't really like realize I guess. Um, and especially because I mean like back then it wasn't like as severe, so she wasn't really like seeing it until I got diagnosed. Like there are there are there are like 3 like causes of a stutter. It's either genetics, like physical physical trauma, like, or like totally like random. And me, it just kind of happened. I was more so like so stumbling over my like wo- words and everything. Like and then it began getting like worse and more severe as I got older, because it is triggered by anxiety or being like tired or sick, etc. So like I mean like as I got older and I got more anxious, like yeah, yeah. So it got worse as I got older, because of it, because of because of because of anxiety, like bullying and just like life in general. So yeah,
Yeah. As someone who's been through my own
that's like
speech stuff,
yeah journey.
obviously much different,
It's just
but
more
like,
yeah
you
yeah
know, the the hardest thing for me when I relearned how to communicate, it
sorry,
was baby sounds,
like more
unintelligible sounds, and
yeah
being misunderstood was
it's a lot.
almost as painful as being nonverbal. Is that something that, like, are you misunderstood?
Yeah yeah yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so like I mean like especially oh when I am like very very anxious and stuff, like it can be like at times I can like barely barely talk and stuff. So like I mean like having have people either either like just like yeah yes me just because they like feel uncomfortable like having me like repeat it. It is annoying, or if somebody is like attempting to like uh, attempting to finish my sentence, but they guess the wrong thing. It's like so annoying. Big a big a big 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 a big because because I then need to stop talking and tell them no, and then and then attempt again, and then it makes it like so much like longer and more like it makes the whole situation like worse, I guess. And I mean, like I am not a patient a person, but like if somebody like has a disability or just like anything, I will be a patient and empathetic. But like how but like how people just don't care, I guess. Or they are trying to help because they don't like know better, but then it makes it worse, and then it's just like a whole thing. And yeah, yeah, yeah. You probably like get that though through like yeah, through like
I
your experiences.
I do, yeah. I could always tell back then. I mean, nowadays, my speech, by the way, is still inconsistent. I'm at the point where it's intelligible. One of the worst things for me was when I'd be like at a medical appointment or something important was happening, and I try and tell them something, don't do it this way because that will hurt me. And they're looking at me and they're like, okay. And like, I can just tell immediately.
And then they the wrong way
They have
anyway.
no idea what I'm saying, but they're just saying
Yep,
yes.
right over their head. I would much rather somebody like ask me like either to say it again or something instead of them just like just like faking having that they like understood me because like I can tell. I mean, like I'm not like a dumb. I mean, like, I could see you, like, you know? Like, and I mean, like, at times and stuff, like, I will, like I will, like, type type it out or something, but the thing is that, like, is that, like, I mean, like, at times, I mean, I just, like, I don't, like I don't, like, want to, or I am, or my phone is, like, dying or something, So, like, yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah.
I wonder why people do that. Do you have an answer?
I wish I did. I feel like it's probably, like, they feel uncomfortable because they have never, like they haven't, like, met a person who has who has a daughter, or in your case, am I, relearning how to talk and everything. And, like, I feel like they just, like, they don't wanna, like, ask us again because they feel bad or something, but in reality, it makes it worse for, like, everybody involved. So, like, yeah, I feel like it's more like a social, like, thing, if that makes sense. But, like, I
It
don't know,
does.
you
It
know?
does. I was going to say, I think maybe it's because they feel bad, they feel something, right? That takes him a lot to speak, or that it takes her a lot to speak, or takes so much energy, which, like, is true. Is that true for you right now?
I mean
Speaking, is it draining?
like, honestly, no, but I think it's be but I think it's because, I mean, like, it is, like, all I have known, So, like, I mean, like, I don't have any, like, a time in in my life to, like, come compare it to, I guess. But I mean, like, at times I talk a lot more, like, fluently, I mean, like, if I take a edible or something, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. But, like, I mean, like, I know, like, how it, like, feels, I guess, to talk, like, flu- fluently, I guess, but I don't expect it, like, so I don't get tired because it's my, like, a usual thing ever since I was a toddler, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm, yeah.
It does. What's
I was gonna say,
interesting,
yeah, does
so
that
how much,
help?
like, you take a bunch of edibles and you talk fluently?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so, like, I mean, like, if I take, like, 5, like, 5, uh, 5 mg, I'm all, like, fun and loopy, and I talk a lot more clearly. I mean, like, it's not, like, gone, but it's a lot, like, less, like, no noticeable. And I feel like that ties back into the whole thing, about it being, like, triggered, triggered, oh my god, by anxiety, because I mean, like, if I am talking, if I am talking, oh my god, to my dogs, or something, I talk fine. I mean, I mean, like it, it's all like, I mean, like, I don't know, like how to like explain it, but like as I said, I mean, like it's always like there, but it's not as like obvious if I'm like chill and not like anxious or like, I mean, like I have like social anxiety because of my stutter. So I'm so like I can be like talking to like anybody.
Maybe you come back next year and we all take 5 milligram edibles and do a podcast.
5 milligrams.
I
One.
So
thought I
that's
thought
right.
I thought that's what you said.
Oh no, 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 no! I take a one, a
Oh,
five,
I was like,
and,
wow, that's wild.
and I took a 25 mil- milligrams. I would be out. I'd be like, how? It, I mean, like, here's like, it would be like, it would be like hilarious, and probably and probably amazing content, but I would be like
It would be
all
funny.
over the place. But like, I mean, like, I would try, maybe.
Kaitlyn, speaking of content, I know that when we first connected, you definitely have a big social media presence. I think even bigger than me, which makes sense because you're a lot prettier than me. But but yeah, I remember when we were talking, you were like telling me about how you just like decided to
Oh
start
yeah.
talking about this during COVID. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, it is. So yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, like my like entire life, I was like almost like in denial in a way, I mean, like I knew that it was there, but like I didn't want to like be different, or the girl who has a disability, or whatever. So like, I mean, like I if I like told myself like, hey, it was fine and I didn't talk about it and it just kind of like happened, then I wasn't like 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 I mean, I thought that like if I ig- ignored it, it would like disappear, especially because a lot of like children do do grow out of it. So I so yeah so yeah so like, I mean, like I wouldn't talk about it like I think I I think I'm like from age 4 until like 12 ish or so. I'm like I went to sub beach. I'm like sub beach therapy, but because I was so like I was so like defiant, I guess, like that, like on that, like, I mean, like I wouldn't actually like do anything. That they taught me and stuff of that nature. So eventually, my mom is like, okay, fine, if you are done, it's done. Okay, okay. So I started adopt, and I just kind of like, whatever. Like and then in 2018, my senior year of high school, like I signed up for a pageant because big, a big, because I saw it on Instagram, and and I like filled it out, and I didn't even like think about it, and then I got accepted, and then I was all excited and stuff, but then I realized that I needed to like talk in front of like 500 people, and I'm like, oh, like I can't do that, but I did it somehow. I was like shaking and sweaty, and I took a Xanax. Like I was a mess, but I did it. Like and then after that, I became a lot more like a lot more like accepting of it, I guess. Like and then like and then in 2020, like I was a sophomore in like a college. Like, and then like COVID hit. I got sad, 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 sad. Like sent home and everything. And then I and then and then I was on TikTok, and I was like making like I was making dog videos and cat videos and trying that stuff, and like I mean like nothing happened, and then I was like bored, and I posted about my daughter just because like just because
Why not?
just like yeah, um and it blew up overnight. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
millions of views,
Um,
like one of those.
I believe that my first like viral, I want to say like 400,000, but I went from like not even talking about it like with
Yes.
my mom to having hundreds of thousands of people like, seeing it, asking me things, and like I was like overwhelmed and freaking out. But then I'm like, this is I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, this is like cool because I am how how helping people, and I am getting a lot of followers. So, and then I just like I kept posting and posting and posting, and then I kept yeah, and now I'm here 5 years after, and I am still posting, but I would post twice a day back then because I had so much time, But I mean, like, and now I post like a few times a week, like if that, because like I have like work and life, and I'm tired, and I'm just like, and I mean, like after making these same types of like things for so like long, I get bored, and so do my followers. So like I'm so like I mean like I'm like now attempting to like find a different like a video like a different a, a different like a video like a style or something, but I'm like struggling, so I'm just like yeah I'm trying though, trying.
Or what are
Couple.
some things that like you do that help you when you're feeling anxious or you're feeling overwhelmed and things like that to kind of help you through?
Honestly, after that, like, the last time, I have not, like, been back, and I have, like, attempted, like, their, like, the the tools and everything, but the thing is that, like, mine is a a neurological stutter, so it's a lot, like, harder to, like, to, like, fix, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
and also it's very expensive and it's not, you know? So, like, yeah, but yeah, so, like, I mean, like, and having a stutter, um, that is, like, as, severe and, like, intense as mine is so freaking, like, rare
Yeah,
that they
definitely.
don't even, like, know, like, how to help, if that makes sense. So, like, I mean, like, unless they, like, had a option that I, like, knew could actually, like, help me,
Mhm. I
I'm
didn't realize it was a neurological stutter, so that to
yeah.
me
Yeah, that, like,
means,
makes
like,
sense.
something in the brain isn't quite lined up right,
Yeah.
and that's hard to fix
Oh,
therapy
yeah.
necessarily. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. 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 Exactly, like, I mean, like, anxiety
Yeah.
anxiety meds and stuff, it does, like, help, but, like, only a tiny, tiny bit.
What's more helpful, a Xanax or an edible?
And edible because I am also, like, high and having fun. I if I am taking a Xanax, it is because I am already having a anxiety attack, because I mean, like, I don't want to, like, become addicted, obviously. So I take, so, like, I mean, like, I take them, like, I mean, like, how how like once a month or so because, like, I'm just, like, afraid of, like, addiction and, like, stuff. So, like, I don't wanna, like, risk that because it does, like, help me.
What made you want to post on social, put your story out there, or you just did it and it blew up?
I genuinely, like, I mean, I wish I had a more, like, exciting, like, story about it, but I genuinely, like, I was bored. I was 19 and I wanted to explode on TikTok. So I figured, hey, like, I'll try out something and it exploded and and but I mean, like, it wasn't like a TikTok, like a dancing type, like it wasn't like a basic thing, because, like, I was, like, actually, like, how how helping people and doing something that's just and doing something, like, g good, but, like, as I said, I don't have a fun, exciting story.
You did it and you got to help people. So maybe you can answer this. What was the coolest way you've helped someone, and what was the worst thing that happened from blowing up?
Okay. So the best thing is probably, like, having, like, her parents, uh her parents of, like, young, kids who sent a daughter, like, commenting or DMing me, like, saying that I am a I am a inspiration and stuff I'm like I'm like for their like 6 year old daughter and stuff like that. So like that is the like best part of it, like you know be because like I never like had somebody who had the amazing amazing thing as me to like talk to or look up to. So like so like being that like to a kid is like I love it, you know. And the worst are the trolls and stuff, you know. I, like as I said, I was uh, I was bullied a lot, so like like I do already like have I do already have a thick skin and stuff, but
Online are
like
so mean.
people online are psycho, like you know, so like, but they they don't. It's insane, but like like honestly, the thing that uh, that bothers me to this day is when a person accuses me of of faking it either for views or because they know somebody who stutters, but it doesn't look or sound the same. The like only thing that like bothers me, and like like it's more so like annoying than like hurtful, if that makes a sense.
What do you do for work?
I do a million things. So I do my social media. I am a travel agent. I am a nanny. I am a dog sitter, and I work at Ulta. Um, um, one day
Yes.
a
For the
week
discount.
for the discount, and my friends there. So I do a
So
million things. Then I went to a college. I have a bachelor's in psychology and and in leadership, and in leadership. But I didn't know like what I wanted to do with that. I just kind of like I got it because you know, um, and I'm probably and yeah, so I don't really want to be a therapist or do anything with that. So I just kind of like have a piece of paper, but I'm never gonna actually use it, which is sad and unfortunate. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I work in a million jobs because money's tight.
you're a
Obviously, it's
hustler.
Long Island. I try. I try.
What do you wish somebody would know about you when you walk into a room?
Like in
Like
regards to my
if you're
stutter.
meetings if no if you're
Oh, just
like anything, if you're like meeting
that would
someone
deep.
new and yeah, and you walk into a room, if there's one thing that you could have them know beforehand, what would it be?
To just shut up and actually let and let me talk, because although it does take me a little bit longer, I am capable of talking, and if you are being impatient and stuff, it'll make it take even longer, and I am a really funny, and I'm nice, and if you just l- 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 listen, then you will know that, and we could be friends. So I want to say in a March or something or so. Oh my god, I went to oh my god, I went to NYC. Do you know Juniors? It's very popular. So I went there, and I was ordering food. I saw a darted. Oh my god, on my recording, but just have to do it. And the waiter, I, I kept I, I kept guessing like, like what I wanted, and I kept saying no, and then I tried to talk, and then he he told me to chill out and just breathe and look at him, and I'm like, wow, thank you, but and I posted it, and the a majority of the comments were saying how he was so nice, and trying to help me, and I am a bitch because I am posting about it and this and that, and I'm like, no. I mean, I know that he meant well, and I'm not saying anything bad about him, but I am posting this so everybody else knows what not to do, you know? And I mean, his it was only his voice in the video, I didn't show him, or I never said I never said anything bad about him, but I said, hey, if you encounter if you encounter a person who has a stutter, or any speech, a disability, rather than attempting to help them, either don't say anything, or you you I mean, or you can ask like ask them if they need help, or if they want help, rather than just assuming, and then it takes even longer, and then I get anxious, and then
Mhm.
and
If you can give one piece of advice, if they encounter somebody that varying stutter, what would that advice be?
yeah, so I mean, I get it that I mean, if you are encountering something new, that you might be either confused, or even uncomfortable. I mean, you know but I you could do a one of two things: either adjust, don't say anything, and just look at them, and just be just and just be a patient, or you can always ask them, a- ask them, like, can I help you, or is there anything I could do, blah blah blah, because I'd rather somebody like ask me, rather than just assume, because yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, I, I feel like a lot of people like assume that like
Yeah.
asking is a rude thing, but I mean, like, interrupting is a lot. It is a lot more of, of rude, you know. So like, I mean, like, just like to treat them as if they are talking normally, or you could just ask them. You know, I feel like that is the best advice that I have for a person who has not encountered somebody who has a speech a disability.
Then on the other side of things, anyone out there who is a parent to somebody having going through a stutter or speech difficulties, any advice for them who, you didn't talk about it, you were kind of, as you said, in denial.
Yes.
So any advice for someone going through it that is feeling like you were feeling before you kind of like opened up about it?
I would say that if your a child is not is not is not like into speech therapy and everything. I mean, like, don't like force them, because like I was like forced, and my mom only did it because because she didn't like know any better. But like I'm like, I mean, it's like the same thing as like a normal, like, therapy. You you, you can't help how how help somebody who is not like ready, to be helped. Like, I mean, like, if they are a toddler and they are throwing tantrums and just being a toddler, then that is a different thing. But like, I mean, like, if your kid is like 7, 8, 9, 10, and they're saying like, "Mom or Dad, I don't want to do this," then just say okay, because if they have that like autonomy, then they will like a one. I'm like I'm like feel a lot more like in control of their stutter and their like life in general. And two, I'm like then I mean then if they go back, then it's on their terms, and like and they are like ready to like put in the work and try, I'm like so yeah, so like that. And in terms of the people who have a daughter, um in reality, I mean, like, at least like me, I mean, like, my like the biggest like hater and a bully and everything, it was me, like, so like I mean like at least like what like helped like me was like seeing that my mom my that that like that like seeing that like my mom and my friends and the people in my life, how many how many who genuinely like loved me. I mean, like, they they don't care because I mean like because I mean like a daughter is like is like is like such a small like a part of like who you are that like I don't know. I mean like you are just like so much like a more than the way that you talk. And I mean and I and I mean like everybody has something, you know? So like I mean like even if it's not the same thing, I mean like you are not like you are not like alone.
I want to give you the chance to ask me if you have a question for me. I'll answer it for you.
I don't know that. Okay, wait. Okay, on that like a Q and A, how a post for a blank. I I commented like I mean like, a million questions if I'm being honest because like it's so like interesting and like cool, but like yeah. So like what inspired you to 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 do that whole like a whole podcast and now the best one too. I'm sure that like yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. The answer goes before like there was a podcast. So
Yeah.
I'll start from the top. When I was locked in, I just was unaware something like this could even happen to a person. And I was, oh my God, scariest thing in the world. And then I thought I would die. I didn't die, obviously. And then when I escaped and I could blink, my first thought, aside from spelling out the word itch or thirsty, was I got to write down my experience because the world needs to know that, like, I'm fully aware in here and this can happen. So good. All good. All good. You're funny. All good. So I started blanking out letters and writing down my experience, and I was on a mission to like share the story in its entirety from the honestly from diagnosis, but then once locked in happened, that was always the plan. And then I started doing like some real media and got my story out there, but I never talked about my wife. I never talked about that.
All of that.
I was saving that for like my book,
Crazy.
my podcast. Um, and anyway, I had written a book proposal, and then during COVID lockdown, it was hard to.
Of
I didn't want to
course.
self-publish
Yeah.
because I don't know. I thought it was going to be like
Yeah.
deserve to go to a bigger audience, and then pivoted to podcasts, and I started doing this like it's like the story of me keeps evolving. It's like
Yeah.
unfolding in
Yeah.
real time.
I mean, yeah, totally.
So the goal though, my goal is to really help people through my story, get my story out there and help people along the way. Damn it, Caitlyn, be nice to my
Of
now
course,
on.
that's both.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Caitlyn,
thank
for
you.
chopping it up with us.
The first ever podcast. So I appreciate you guys for
Here
having
we
me.
go.
And so